Procrastination.
Procrastination, I would say.
Procrastination is a problem for students, but what actually causes it? Is it pure laziness or a mental condition? Procrastination is the evading act of completing a task. It is the act of completing more enjoyable things instead of less desirable ones. It can lead to feelings of inadequacy, guilt, self-doubt, and depression. In terms of figures, in 1978, only 5% of people consider themselves as chronic procrastinators. But a more recent survey has put that number at approximately 26%, and this figure is said to be on the rise. We decided to get an expert opinion on the matter to see just how badly procrastination affects students at QUT. Can you give us any insights into why people procrastinate?
Procrastination is always about competing interests or competing impulses, if you like. There's the desire to get something done, but there's the desire to avoid it or to hold back from it. So often there'll be a piece of work or something that I need to do, but there's a reason that I have to fear it or not like it or not want to approach it.
How much of an impact do you think social media has on the way students procrastinate?
I just tend to think that social media is a really easy and seductive and available tool for people to procrastinate. I don't think we could say it causes procrastination or makes it worse. There's a lot of comment about how we've generated this kind of always-on environment. So there's something always there. There's a negative outcome from problem procrastination for some people that dogs their lives in a way. So if you're inclined to be avoidant, there's a really ready and available tool there. But I think that's it. It's just an available tool.
Some people say they work well under pressure. Would you agree, or do you think procrastination causes more stress?
I think the reason that lots of procrastinators say they work best under pressure is because that's the only time they work. They don't start work until the pressure and the fear of not getting it done has become loud enough and large enough to actually drive them over their resistance. The problem then is that the work is often not as good as they could have done.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Procrastination is so much more complex and widespread than I certainly knew. Now that we've spoken to an expert, we thought we'd ask some real QUT students about their ideas on this topic. Do you find you procrastinate a lot?
Yes, all the time.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
What do you do instead of your assignments?
YouTube. I'm on my phone, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, the usual.
Yeah, a lot of games and stuff, and just, I don't know, not what I should be doing.
And do you think procrastination causes stress, or do you work well under pressure?
I think it can cause stress. Personally, I think I do kind of work better under pressure, so leaving it to the last minute, I kind of just, there's no other avenue but to sit down and punch it out.
I don't like to leave things to the last minute, but I tend to do, so yeah, my stress levels do peak.
But then I think I produce some good quality work, although it could be better if I spent some more time on it.
Isn't it crazy just how many people are affected by this curse of the human mind? In comparison to the 26% estimated by an online source, when we spoke to QUT students, we found that 45% label themselves as chronic procrastinators.
There are lots of simple strategies that students can try. It's like clearing everything off your desk. Have one place to work at. So when you sit down there, your brain knows that that's where you work. Break the job down into the smallest pieces. Have a routine. A lot of people hate that. A lot of procrastinators hate that. Often people who procrastinate are actually highly motivated, and so it's not about not having enough drive, it's about what you're doing with the drive.
How can a student get in contact with you?
It's pretty easy to find us. We're on all three campuses, so Gardens Point, Kelvin Grove and Caboolture. The easiest thing to do would be to go to your student gateway and put in counselling in the search box, and it'll bring up all the information.
Don't let procrastination get you down. There are so many ways to help yourself. Try some. You'll thank yourself at the end of semester.